Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I am doing really well. And I just had a great weekend. I spent some time with some friends. I worked in some of my shadow work. And life's pretty good. We're only 10 days from Thanksgiving, and I love Thanksgiving. I used to not, but I really do now. However, I don't ever join those Thanksgiving things because I get too busy and I forget to do them, and then I feel like a failure. And that's just silly to be feeling like a failure because I didn't remember to give thanks about something one day. Silly me. Nope, I can't say that. I am not a silly me. That is putting myself down. I need to work on my verbiage, just like we all do. How many times have we spent saying negative things about ourselves because we don't know any better? Yeah, it happens way too often. So the first card I get for y'all is the Nine of Wands. And see, this guy's got all these wands to choose from, but he's got to make a choice. Got to choose a wand. He's like, what do I do? What do I choose? Where do I go? And that's what you're at. Now it's reversed, so we're going to turn it over. So it's not a huge one, but you definitely have choices to make this week. The next card we get is the Ten of Swords. Now this one's upside down once again, but we're going to flip it over. Because it was watered, it's upside down, it was watered down. And that means that's, and see this Ten of Swords, the person's laying there and they've got all these swords in the person's back. And this tells me that somebody is not what they seem in your life. Somebody is not the friend or your neighbor or something that's not what they said they were to you. They're not as trustworthy and your heart is going to hurt. And then finally, we get the Three of Wands. Now this card, once again reversed, flip it over, is all about watching your ships come in. So you've been putting in some work and working towards something happening, and it's going to happen. I don't know that it's going to happen quite this week, but it's coming along. So just be prepared that you're going to get what you want, but in the meantime, you're going to have to make some choices and go through some struggles to get there. Now, the next card I pulled is I pulled a card from the Oracle of the Fairies. And one of the things I like about this deck is it's got a little saying on the inside. So I'm going to read it to you. May you discover your fairy wings inside the sanctuary of your precious heart. So I know that sounds all kinds of sappy. Well, here's the deal. Precious is like a precious stone, like a diamond or an emerald or a ruby. That means your heart is like a diamond or an emerald or a ruby. Or sapphire. Let's just be specific. So, that means your heart has so much value. So does my heart. Our hearts have value. The card I get for y'all is manifestation. This is to be honest and clear about what you're manifesting. You know, manifesting for different people can take on different things. For example, whenever I do a reading, I've got candles burning and I do candle magic before I get started. When I do like a spell to break a tie with someone, I might use herbs and some other things. When I broke a tie with some foods, I buried those foods, like a small piece of it, with some garlic. And those things work. So you need to figure out what you really want, have clear thinking, and then manifest it. And figure out the best way to manifest that. That can just literally be sitting with yourself 10 minutes every day and meditating on what it is you want to happen. Now, the next card I pulled was from the Dragon Oracle deck. I'm like, where's the box? And we get the Archangel Gabriel's Dragon. And this card is all about bringing purification. So as you're manifesting, have a pure heart. And I think that that poem was all about you. Your heart is so good and valuable. Hold it. Hold your heart. Love your heart. Love you. Now we pulled a card from the Crow Tarot deck. And the card you get is Judgment. This card is saying that you need to use your good judgment when you're making decisions and choices this week. And also, I think there's some judgment coming, maybe not to you, but for you. That there's some things coming along that are going to judge people fairly and judge people rightly. And then I pulled a card from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. Now this is one of my favorite decks. Sorry, I just had to sit back. And it's got another ball. Okay. And this has resonated with me so much tonight. As I open this box, magic abounds. For my spirit connects with the answer it's found. Feeling my heart open up to one love. Beauty surrounds me, below and above. Vibrations now raised, inviting in light. Protection in place, as I see with new sight. As I work with these cards, connect us as one, in peace and love. We are blessed. It is done. And y'all get the healing card. It is so very important to do our shadow work and to heal those parts of us that have been broken off over the years. When we're born, we have this perfect heart. There's no pain and no sorrow. But as life goes on, we get a lot of pain and sorrow. When a kid makes fun of us at school, we have pain. When your spouse says something that's hurtful, that leaves pain. And our hearts have so many little pieces that are missing. And that shadow work, that healing, is what allows our heart to once again be a whole, precious heart. It's precious anyway, but I'd like it to be whole. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400 and go ahead and like my YouTube channel so you don't miss any more videos. And I'll see you soon.